So I started your video a second before I clicked play because I needed a picture for your thumbnail, which you'll see on the front of this, right? But I asked, where are you being guided at this time? And baby, I don't know why I feel like bed rest. Well, I mean, I know because that's what came through. But like your baby's special, and so it needs to be protected. Protected in a way that other people can't be around you or infect you with their energy or evil eye in any way. I'm pulling what's special about the baby. Because yeah, it seems like you're being put in the house so nobody can like touch your stomach, can't speak over it, nothing. That you'll be well taken care of because few people know that the things that happen while you're in the uterus are actually reflected once you're born. You can see this through the 12th house in the chart. So it's like the baby needs to be in the most comfortable, happy circumstances while it's inside of you in order for it to be the embodiment of the spirit that they want to enter it. But this is angelic, by the way. If not, then you'd be going through a bunch of horrible stuff, and the system or whatever would want you to stay in a horrible position so that you would bring in like a lower level being. No, I think you're carrying an angel. So what's special about this baby? 144 on the clock. What's special about this baby? And that's source code. That's 0 point. That's like God energy, right? Yeah, no, your baby's gonna help a lot of people one day. Please note, right? So it's kind of like an mediator and angel. Didn't I say that baby needs to be protected at the highest level? So anything that's happening is so that your partner can say, you know what, honey, I got it. Just stay home. It's better that you not even risk being out in the world during this pregnancy. So chances are things will continue in a way that led you to being on bed rest or in the house, right? So that you are as stabilized as possible. And this is being overlooked. Didn't I just say 144? Which is like God's winking at you. That's like the source number. Watching over you and this baby. So it's probably going to be annoying to you to like have to be in the house all the time, especially when you're supposed to be working or whatever the case may be. But it's like, don't worry about your finances. Don't worry about anything. You are supposed to be the least amount of stress as possible in order to make sure you are the right vibration when you deliver this baby, that the child is in the best circumstances internally. So what does Arie need to focus on for self-care during this pregnancy? What does she need to focus on for self-care during this pregnancy? And I am reporting to you live from my bed, indisposed on the phone as well. No coincidences. So you need to check your chart. There's something special going on there. And I tried to see if I had you on file. I've never done a chart for you, so I did not have you on file to look into that. But it literally says, look to the stars. And today is a full moon. So there's something significant about this information I'm giving to you as well. Like it's supposed to be a activator. But you're being told that you need to do some chanting work and some energy work. This all has to do with you maintaining a vibration that is in alignment with bringing in an angelic being. So the chants will be protective chants. The energy work will be protective work. Making sure your chakras and all that stuff is clear out. You're probably bringing in like a Pisces rising. What is your due date? That's the sun sign. The rising is based on the time, but something like this, Pisces rising, would be somebody who's carrying the energy of the crown. I'm going to send you a couple links for frequencies I think are supposed to go with this. But you need to be making your own food. I'm getting as well. Excuse the dogs in the background. You need to be making your own food as well. Like, don't let anybody else feed you during the time. And this sounds so like witchy, like Rosemary's Baby, but it's like reverse. You're trying to make sure that nobody who is working towards bad things or wanting your child to be like a fallen messiah can get near you, because food really matters. Who's been cooking for you? What have you been eating? What have you been putting in your body? Look for a diet that is very electric. What is that? Alkaline based? Yes, you're looking for a diet that gives you more power, more fresh fruits, vegetables, lots of water, less processed foods, less meats. Because literally, flow like water. You're supposed to be in your flow state. You're supposed to be in a meditative state. These are all Piscean things. I wonder if Mary had to do any of this. Just in this moment, I started wondering, like, dang, did Magdalene have to go through this? Because underneath that is drink tea, but I'm getting like mugwort tea to enhance your dreams, because dream journaling came up. Like, the answers that you are seeking are being given to you in dream world. But that was the theme for Mary, right? Like, didn't the angel come to her in dreams and tell her she was going to carry an important baby first? Drink your water. All Piscean. Did you sign up to carry an important baby? Do you remember doing that in a dream in any way, shape, or form? This is probably freaking you out, right? But no, literally here. The tea, you getting into your flow state, you even going somewhere or swimming a lot more, are all connected and making sure that you are, I hate to say a container, but I mean technically like a baby is in there. A sound container spiritually. There is something in your chart that will answer the question about your agreement. Although I'm going to dig into it more right now. That look at the stars, you need to check your chart, keeps popping out to me. Like, there's something in your chart who says who you are and what you're doing and what this mission is. Your child's chart will directly say like what its mission is. The one I'm looking for, I would be looking for in your chart is what your part in carrying this child is. Like, everything before now was leading up to this particular birth, even if you had other children. So, I'm going to use one of my favorite, Chronicles of Destiny, right? Because this one is dramatic. So I can find out what is in your Saturn. What was the agreement for her carrying this baby? What was her agreement for carrying this lovely child? This gave me King Arthur vibes. And I'm getting that I need to read out the book what it says actually. But it's giving me Sword in the Stone, Excalibur. Like, I literally just straight opened the book and this is the page it was on. Now keep in mind, I'm in a situation now that was presented to me and I knew that I had to take it. Like, I was getting the message I was going on a Touched by an Angel's mission, right? So I had been sort of monking it out. Like, I put myself in one room and the mattress is on the floor. Like, I wanted to be very like, right? But there's nothing in here. I only listen to frequencies. I don't watch TV shows or nothing. Only meditate. I've been resting. I've been drinking my water. I've been doing all the stuff that pretty much you have to do, right? Maybe this is a purification for spiritual warfare, because it is absolutely going down. But it's making my gifts like sharper. Like, how the heck did I open up the book and go straight to it? And the only number that I keep seeing is my angel number sync while I'm in here is 144, which is God code, which is source code. It's a reset. Like, the base transmission coming through. So the book says, girl, this has been the craziest thing. I had a session with a client. I gotta tell somebody this. Right before I did your video, right? And I slept before a session just because, you know, I've been resting. Like, I feel like I've been like Microsoft updating my computer. But in the dream, I was trying to reach the client. I'm like, you're not gonna make it in time for your session. And I kept looking at the clock during the freaking dream, which, you know, that usually can't happen. You can't look at the time, but I kept seeing her late for the session. And I saw exactly the time that she would be late to, because I'm running through doors trying to reach her and I can't get her. This woman missed the session until I was done recording the video. And then she popped up at the end, literally at the time that I had seen in the video. And then I told her about the dream and she said, was it a house with many doors? And it was Victorian style and she described it and everything, right? And I was like, yeah, that's exactly it. And then I talked back to her, like what I knew. And she was like, I see that place so often. I was like, well, this is my first time there. And I was only coming to get you, sis. So weird stuff is happening. I think her soul is like stuck in like the Shining Hotel or something. It's weird. But anyways, it's connected to how weird this is. I think we are all on some sort of strange mission together. And she's being blocked during hers, whereas you are being protected from anybody who is trying to mess with you. That fall was not coincidental, love. So the card says, or the meanings say, pause, rest, pull resources together, fact gathering, taking time out. That's their bed rest. It's for your protection. And don't worry about money. It'll be handled. It's like you're being asked to do something, so God's going to look out for you. When interlude appears, it suggests a time for rest in order to gather inner strength. In work or material matters, this could also show that physical resources need to be pulled together or consolidated at this time. Whilst the waterfall indicates healing or going with the flow and allowing events to unfold, the interlude card is a pause in activity to rest. In relationship readings, this may indicate taking a step back or time away. If the waterfall card appears side by side, it can suggest convalescence and recuperation. This card came on with it. Another water swimming card, but I didn't even realize, like I had never got that card for anybody. What you needed to see was this was in between. Alchemy, which is transmutation, which is changing your vibration. This is releasing all the pain and stuff that's in your body in advance so that you are a clear receptacle. Your child's actual soul does not fully enter the body until right at the time of birth. Before that, it just hops in and out, like sort of practicing in there while the baby is being like cultivated. We want to make sure that the environment that you have created is for the soul that needs to be there and not a hijacker. I guess this is what people hire me for, but I never get I was about to say untired. That's not a phrase. I'm never not shocked by what comes through, and I'm never not nervous like, somebody gonna think I'm pretty crazy, but you'll know. You will have had several signs that made you feel like you was in the movies Rosemary's Baby if somebody was trying to force a different type of soul or to try to like take the womb for themselves in a way. You can look into this. It's called Moon Children, and the souls that they try to bump in there are homonucleuses. And this is connected to Aleister Crowley. He came up with these sort of rituals, right, where these people would participate in like weird freaking orgies in order to pull in the soul of an air elemental or a fallen being, fallen angel, or whatever the case may be. But then that soul would be forced to like hop around, pinging around, trying to find a baby body that was a match, and that soul would bump the soul that belonged in that body. And then you would end up with like Damien when you were supposed to have like a nice sweet, you know what I mean? Yes, no, this is really real. So, what is attacking her? What is attacking her at this time? I knew I wasn't tripping. And that's evil eye too. But there's a spirit. That is crazy as hell. Okay. So there's a spirit who is envious of life. Beings that get to live a life. It wants a body. And it would like to take the place of the king that you are carrying, because you are carrying a piece of the king. Your child will have a strong Yeshua signature. We cannot let that happen, not on my watch. So I am actually going to give you a copy of the link to my spiritual warfare class, just so you get your protections up. Please follow the directions in there. Watch one video at a time. Just to put a shield up around your house and a shield over yourself so that you don't have any accidents, because pretty much the spirit, all it can do is make your life hell beforehand, just to make sure that you're in a bad space and you have a bad pregnancy. When you're supposed to be protected, in isolation, living your best life. This means eating good food, having good sex, because that's a way to connect back to spirit when you're with somebody you love, right? But not stressful. This is tending your garden. This is swimming. This is growing your hair out. This is becoming the blessed Mary energy that's supposed to be happening for you at this time. Don't let anybody touch your stomach. Stay away from people who seem envious. As if you weren't already going to. Guard that baby with your life, because now you know you were carrying a significant child. And let me know when that baby's due date is. Something special about that. Have a good day now.